Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. Today we're going to dehydrate cabbage. So what I've done is I've taken a head of my cabbage that I grew, cut it in half, and you just put a V where the core is. And I usually make a wide V, kind of angling downward towards the center. And then I just kind of slice underneath it and pop it up. Take it out. Now we're going to cut this in 1/4 inch slices because I think it dehydrates best that way. So let me go ahead and finish slicing this up and I'll get back to you. Once you've got it sliced up, you put a tablespoon or 2 of water in a Ziploc. I do the cheater method. And you just throw your cabbage in that. And I should be able to get both heads of cabbage pretty close to both in here. Now you can do this on the stove and just blanch it, steam it. You could throw it in the water and just blanch it real quick. It's really hard to get out of the water because of the little pieces. So if you have a basket, that'd be great. Dip it in. And then you're just going to close this up 3/4 of the way. You're going to put it in the microwave for 2 minutes on one side and then 2 minutes on the other. I'll be back with you. Alright, so once it's done cooking for 2 minutes on each side, we come out here to our sun oven. And whew, it's very hot out here. It's really, really hot. So what I'm going to do is they come with these trays. So I'm going to put a tray in. And then I'm going to use my Excalibur sheet. You can use whatever you want. You know what? I'm going to do that over here because it's going to be really juicy. So I took 1/3 of the bag and put it on there. And then I'm going to spread it out. And this is my first time trying these dehydrator trays, so we shall see. I'm going to set the next one on top. Take another 1/3 of the bag. I'm going to set it on top. Just kind of breaking them up a little bit. Oh, they smell good. And then the last 1/3. The last tray. Set it right on top. And spread it on out. And to dehydrate, I would assume that you have to leave the lid open. So I'm going to leave it open and then go read and see if I missed something. And voila! We'll see how long it takes. Alright. So, it was 180 degrees when I first hour it was out here. And that's because all the steam was coming up from the cabbage. So now it's down to 150 degrees, which is perfect. And this is very hot inside. But as you can see, it's drying really well. Really well. And it's so much nicer having this smell outside. Because it really smells. So we're going to let it go a little longer. It's been 1 hour and 45 minutes. And it's got a ways to go. But that's a start. Alright, the results of the dehydrated cabbage. As you can see, some of it looks a little brown. It definitely cooked my cabbage. So, watch it. Takes about 4 hours. And the last tray is still a little wet. So if you can, rotate them. So if you can, rotate the trays. It's really difficult to deal with when it's hot, but these will still be fine. They just got a little crispy. They smell fine. There you go. Blessings. Alright, so now we're going to make what I call Haluski. And I'm taking my cabbage, about 2 cups of my cabbage, and I put it in 3 cups of boiling water, and I'm just kind of letting it stew while I get everything else done. I have a whole large onion cut up. I have a stick of butter in the frying pan. My water is boiling. And it doesn't matter if your pasta's done first. Don't worry about it. And I'm using egg noodles because I like the way everything sticks to the egg noodles. So 4 to 6 quarts of water and boil for 7 to 8 minutes. I'm doing the whole bag because I love leftovers for lunch. Alright, so you're going to let that boil for 8 minutes. And now, as this butter melts, and it might not melt really good because I'm in the wrong burner, I'm going to go ahead and saute up my onions. Now, you want to do them in quarter because they just hold the sauces so much better. And so, I'm going to get these in there. And this is my homegrown onion. It was a nice big one. And when I say big, I'm going to show you. This is the size of onion I used. Okay? Be generous. Now, my family loves garlic. So, I'm going to put some garlic in here. My daughter will come running when she smells it. You could normally add salt here. We have someone who has high blood pressure, so we're just going to add our pepper. Then we need some paprika. And I would say, 2 teaspoons of paprika. I like the paprika on it. You're also going to need some soy sauce. We're using low sodium soy sauce. So I'll have that ready. And I'm just going to saute this up. Now I don't want to brown them. I just want to soften them. Once you get your onions soft, and they smell wonderful, you want to pour in however much soy sauce you think you need for your noodles, and turn your temp down. And remember, some of it's going to soak in and evaporate, and you can always add more. Probably, I don't know, maybe 1/3 cup. I'm very generous. Be forewarned, I am feeding, I'm not feeding an army, but I'm making enough to feed an army because I don't know how to cook in small batches. So, this 2 cups of cabbage turned into 4 cups of cabbage. So remember that. So you might want to do 1 cup of cabbage with half a bag of noodles. And I'm just bringing it back up to temp. So I let this sit for 30 minutes, the cabbage in boiling water to rehydrate. And it really tastes pretty good. It needs to be cooked some. Tastes like cabbage I just cut from the backyard. Okay, so once it's really hot and you see the steam coming up, you want to pour in your cabbage. Because remember, it's still got to cook. Because dehydrating and blanching is not cooking it. And then you want to put your lid on. Let the steam start and the moisture on the top, and then turn your temperature down. and cook it for about 15 minutes on medium to medium-low heat. Once you get your cabbage to the tenderness you want, add your noodles and stir it up. Good. And you're ready to serve. So let's serve some up. Doesn't that look wonderful? Take a bite. Perfect. Blessings.